Hello, I'm Bethany from Bethany Wellness. Join me for this Go with the Flow yoga class. Hello everyone, I'm so glad you could join me today for this Go with the Flow yoga class. Do you ever find yourself kind of rigid or stuck or resisting things, resisting change, or just resisting things that are happening in your life? Well, this class will help you to let go and go with the flow. We will start in child's pose. So sink hips to heels, bring your forehead to rest. Begin to take some nice deep breaths. Letting your belly be soft, let your belly sink down with each breath. And allow your breath to draw you into this present moment. Think about drawing in on your inhales, letting go on your exhales. Let go of anything that interferes with you being present here. And I want you to think about anything that's currently going on in your life that you feel stuck or you feel resistant or rigid. And how might you embrace it and go with the flow? When we can go with the flow, things feel a little less sticky, a little less rigid. It doesn't mean that it's easy. It still might be challenging, but we go through the challenges with a little bit more fluidity, a little bit more open hands. One more full breath. Then inhale, rise up into table. Bring wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Begin to sway your hips from side to side. And this is a slow flow, so just flowing with breath. Exhale as you sway to one side. Inhale as you come to center, then exhale as you sway to the other side. And then you can go a little slower, exploring and noticing if one side feels resistant, if one side needs more time. Just honor that. Be in that space in your body, meeting yourself where you're at today. Good. Then come back into center. Reach your right arm to the front, balancing table. Left leg reaches back. Left hip dials down to face your mat. Strong core. Core is connecting here. Gaze down. Exhale as you flow, bringing elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen it out. Two more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And last one. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And release into table. Other side, left arm to the front, right leg back. Option to have big toe to touch if you'd like support in your balancing table. Gaze is down. Steady breath. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Two more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Hold in balancing table. And release, tabletop. Let's go through some cow-cat breaths in the center. Inhale, belly softens down, gaze up. Exhale, tuck and round, gaze back. Feel that flow. So in yoga we talk about flow. Flow can mean moving flow. It also means linking breath with your movement. So when you link breath with movement, it feels more fluid, it feels more natural, and you feel that flowing sensation through your body, through your breath, even through your energy. One more cow, one more cat. Good, then come back to center. Curl your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high, create an inverted V. Take your gaze down towards the toes just to make sure your neck is neutral or relaxed. Inhale, lengthen right leg high, three-limb dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here. Inhale, lengthen back. Again, exhale, knee to nose, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, exhale, knee to nose, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Then release to low lunge. Bring that right foot to the top of your mat. Slowly sinking down a little bit here to find a nice opening through your hip, that left hip. Right knee over right ankle. Just gaze down and make sure you see that alignment. Release your back knee, rise arms up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, side bend to the right. Release your right arm down, gently stretch your left side. Inhale back to center. Release your hands down, low lunge, back knee lifts up. Exhale, three-limb dog. Float the right leg back behind you. Then release, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg lifts high, three-limb dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hold here. Inhale, lengthen back. Again, exhale, knee to nose and hold. Lengthen back. Last time, knee to nose, hold. Lengthen back, low lunge. Pull the left foot through. Take a couple steps if you'd like to get that left foot to the top of your mat. And as you meet yourself where you're at, meet yourself with grace, no judgment. Just do what works in your body. Left knee over left ankle. Release the back knee, rise arms up, low crescent lunge. Side bend to the left. Release left arm down, gently stretch your right side. Inhale back to center, both arms high. Release your hands to the mat, low lunge, back knee lifts up. Exhale, three-limb dog. Left leg floats back behind you, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you would like. Give your nod yes, no. Here in the back of your legs, into your low back. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten your legs, draw hands to shins or knees. Create a number 7, nice flat back. Bring arms out to T, rise all the way up. Extended mountain, both arms high. Connect hands at heart center, inviting, welcoming, rather than resisting. Going with the flow, letting go. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale to chair. Sit down in your chair. So we're finding a nice flow with breath. Notice your breath in each pose. As you're in your chair, try to not overly arch the back or overly round. You're finding a neutral spine. Tailbone tucks slightly downward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Give your head a nod. Inhale, halfway lift. If you'd like to walk your hands up your legs to your hips, or if you'd like to bring arms out to T, to rise up to standing. Extended mountain, arms overhead. Connect hands at heart center. Invite rather than resist. Go with the flow. Let go. Inhale, both arms high. Left leg lifts in front of you, one-legged mountain. Flex your toes, heel presses down. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step the left foot back nice and wide. Back heel lifts up. Right knee over right ankle. Check that you can see your right toes. Airplane your arms back behind you. Palms down. Hinge forward with torso over front thigh. Squeeze on your triceps. Keep them strong. Inhale, both arms high. Rise the arms up. Again, flow. Exhale, airplane arms. Hinge forward. Squeeze on your triceps. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, standing splits. Release your hands to the mat. Left leg lifts up back behind you. Flex your left foot. Gaze down. Neck is neutral. Option here. Keep your hands on the mat. If you have a block or a book nearby, you can place your hands up on a block or a book. Or you can place your hands on your right shin, a little more challenging. Explore where you're at today. From here, slowly begin to bring the arms out in front of you as you rise up into one-legged mountain. Nobody said it had to be pretty. One-legged mountain, one more breath. Good. Slowly release foot to the mat. Bring hands to heart center. Couple breaths here. Rise arms overhead. Swan dive down, forward fold. And halfway lift. Arms to a T or bring hands to hips as you rise all the way up, extended mountain. Right leg lifts high in front of you, one-legged mountain. Right toes come up. If you need to have big toe touching every so often, just for support, that's fine. Find what works in your body. Crescent lunge, step the right foot back nice and wide. If you need to change your foot positioning for a moment, feel free to do so. Left knee over left ankle, back heel is lifted up. Exhale, airplane arms, hinge forward, squeeze on your triceps, palms down, back behind you. Inhale, swing arms through, overhead. Again, exhale, airplane arms. Keep those arms nice and strong. Stay in your flow with your breath. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, standing splits. Release your hands to the mat. Right leg lifts up back behind you. Right toe flexes your toes. And here you can choose your hand positioning on this side. Try to match if you'd like to see how you did on the other side, but if it's not working, that's okay. Find what works. Try to keep your right foot lifted up as much as you can back behind you. One more breath. Now begin to bring the arms out in front of you and rise up as you hinge the right leg through to one-legged mountain. Arms overhead, right knee in front of you, one-legged mountain. One more breath. Good. Release the right foot down, bring hands to heart center, take a breath. Inhale, both arms high. Swan dive down, exhale, forward fold. Step both feet back, high plank. Draw right hand to the center, side plank. Left arm lifts high. Keep your hips lifted, keep pressing through your right hand. Back to center, high plank. One breath. Left arm to center, right arm lifts high, side plank. And back to center, high plank. Hold here. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Give your head a nod, yes and no. Halfway lift. Draw hands to shins, shoulder blades draw together. Bring both arms up to a T, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Connect hands at heart center, inviting, drawing in, letting go, finding the flow. And release arms down by your sides. Good. Coming into balancing, you may wish to come more towards the center of your mat. Inhale, both arms high, right leg lifts in front of you, one-legged mountain. Exhale, warrior three. Float the right leg back behind you. Hinge forward as you create a letter T. Biceps align your ears. Right leg lifts back behind. Then slowly flow through to one-legged mountain. Right leg in front of you. Let's do that again. Feel that flow. Exhale, right leg floats back behind you. Hinge forward, reaching those arms forward. Finding your letter T. Inhale, float the right leg back through. Last time, warrior three. Float the right leg back. Hinge forward. Slowly swing the right leg back through in front. One-legged mountain. And release down, shake it out. Nicely done. We're feeling a good flow today. Are you feeling a good flow today? Let it go. Bear swing it out. Release. Other side. Find your footwork first, the foundation through your feet. Inhale, both arms high. Left leg lifts in front of you, one-legged mountain. Flex your left toes up. Float the left leg back behind you, warrior three. Create the letter T with your body. Biceps align your ears, gaze down. Slowly hinge through to one-legged mountain. Left leg floats in front of you. And again, float the left leg back. You can always take breaks in between this flow, that's fine. Just reconnect. Good, hinge forward, left leg lifts back through. One-legged mountain. Last time, exhale, warrior three. Left leg floats back, gaze down. And swing that left leg through, one-legged mountain. Good, and release the leg down, shake it out. Okay, so I have to just chuckle because during this class we're talking about going with the flow, and I'm thinking of the movie Elf, and he says, he's talking to the guy in the mailroom, and he says, you know, I gotta get out of the flow. No, you gotta go with the flow. I gotta get out of the flow. They're just cracking me up right now. Any Elf fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. Go with the flow. No, I gotta get out of the flow. All right, and come to lying down. Hug knees into your chest, towards your torso. And you can decide here if you'd like to sway a little bit side to side, if you'd like to widen your knees. Release your left foot down, right leg crosses over left thigh. Right hand can gently press right leg away from you, or you can hug your left leg in towards your torso, finding a little bit of a deeper stretch. So just find what is comfortable for you in your body and maintain steady breath. So what did you notice today as you were flowing with breath and as you were in the moment? Did you notice that it felt a little more fluid as you went a little more, as you got into the flow a little more? I think that's how it feels when we're less rigid and we let go and we go with the flow, is it just feels like less of a struggle, less of a fight. Release figure four, hug both knees in. Switch sides. Right foot connects to the mat, left ankle over right thigh. Use your left hand to press your leg away or thread your hands behind your right leg, hugging in. Good. Then release, hug both knees in. Oh, hello, my bird friends. We got visitors now. I love it. Good. Release your feet to the mat. Feet together and let the soles connect. And then slowly let your thighs or your knees release down towards the ground. So opening like a book. And you can choose here if you have blankets or blocks that you'd like to gently place underneath the upper thighs where the thighs meet the hips. That might help you feel supported. Sometimes you can just kind of rest your fists under there if you like support. You can also play around with drawing the feet closer in to sits bones or farther away from sits bones. And on this pose, I like to draw one hand to heart center, one hand to belly, just to feel that openness and connecting with your heart, connecting to your breath, feeling settled in this place, and going with the flow and letting go. See if you can even find a little smile on your face. Good. Then draw the knees back together. Bring the arms out to a T. Prepare for spinal twist. If you like a deeper twist, feet will be closely together. More gentle would be walking the feet farther out to the wider edges of your mat. Inhale first, then exhale, legs fall to the left for spinal twist. Gaze is up or to the right. You can change your twist here if it doesn't feel comfortable. Have the knees farther away from you, less bent. Inhale, legs to center, then exhale, let them release to the right. Gaze is up or to the left. Good. Inhale, legs back to center, hug knees in one last time. A gentle, loving hug for yourself. Then release down for final surrender, Shavasana pose. You choose what that's going to be for you. If you want your legs stretched out, stretch them out. If you'd like your knees bent with the feet on the mat, that's fine too. If you'd like to grab a blanket, just do what's going to be comfortable for you. And begin to connect with breath. And let's practice box breaths. So just imagine a box. It has 4 sides. On each side, you'll be doing something different with your breath. Begin on the first part of your box, inhaling for the count of 3. Inhale through your nose. Then hold for the count of 3. And exhale out your mouth for the count of 3, pursing your lips together. Then hold for the count of 3. Let's do that again. Inhale for the count of 3. Hold for the count of 3. Exhale out your mouth for the count of 3. Hold for the count of 3. And do one more box breath on your own. You can choose up to 4 or 5 count if you'd rather. And steady into your comfortable breathing pattern. A breathing pattern that is slow and calm. Breathing pattern that starts in your belly, travels up to your shoulders. Just allow your breath to draw you into this present moment. Allow your breath to guide you into letting go. You can use your exhales to let go. Your inhales to go with the flow, to find surrender, to find peace. Allow all the muscles in your face to relax. Your forehead opens, your eyebrows and eyelids are soft, your nostrils release, and your mouth and jaw neutral. Shoulders sink down as both arms filled with relaxation, moving to your hands, to the tips of your fingers. Torso and hips release down a little more as both legs filled heavy with relaxation, moving to your feet, to the tips of your toes. Your mind, your body, your spirit completely relaxed and at peace. Final surrender, Shavasana. And slowly bring your awareness back, bring movement back as you wiggle your fingers and toes. You can take an overall stretch if that feels good to you. And then slowly roll to your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. Take a couple breaths on your side. And then rise up. Thank you so much. It was my honor to guide you through a yoga practice today. I hope you feel a little unstuck if you were stuck or just went with the flow. And I just want to end with namaste. The teacher in me honors the teacher in you. Namaste. Be well.